Prince William plans on stripping both Harry and Meghan of their HRH titles once he becomes king.
Is this Prince Harry's most damaging moment yet?
Prince William is reportedly formulating a plan to finally strip Prince Harry and Meghan Markle of their HRH titles.
When William becomes king, he's going to strip you of your titles, and the world will cheer that. You're out of your mind.
Due to the lack of awareness, the Hill security experts are calling for Harry and Meghan to be formally stripped of their royal titles.
They had their HRH titles scrubbed from the royal family's website.
Simultaneously plays the victim. My castle's too small. Yeah. The queen was mean to me. They won't let me call myself Her Royal Highness.
You just wait until Prince William is king. I think he's going to put his handsome foot down and he is going to rock Meghan Markle's world.
I would love reconciliation with my family. There's no point in continuing to fight anymore.
What? Staggering 2/3 of Brits are calling for Harry and Meghan to be stripped of their HRH titles.
Is it a bad look for Meghan to still refer to herself as a royal?
When William becomes king, he's going to strip you of your titles, and the world will cheer. That's not a rumor. That's a warning. And from the looks of things, Harry and Meghan's royal time bomb is about to explode. Stripped of their his and her Royal Highness titles, wiped from the royal family's website, and
they had their HRH titles scrubbed from the royal family's website.
Drowning in a wave of public backlash, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are at the center of what may be the biggest royal takedown in modern history. What started as a subtle update on the royal website has now turned into a serious move with heavy implications. The HRH titles didn't just vanish by accident. It was intentional, and insiders say it was a calculated move, tied to the original agreements made when Harry and Meghan stepped down, agreements they may have broken. Now, Harry and Meghan are simply referred to as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, not their royal...
Is it a bad look for Meghan to still refer to herself as a royal?
The late Queen was so fearful of Harry and Meghan that she wouldn't want to be alone with them.
Queen always used to make sure that she had somebody with her whenever she saw those two, for the reasons that they might be taking photographs or, I don't know, recording or anything.
But it's hardly a secret that the palace has already conducted secret meetings to discuss putting the plan into action.
Highnesses. And for many inside the palace, that's just the beginning. Security experts and royal watchers are calling for the couple to be formally stripped of all royal titles altogether. This isn't just media noise, it's real. Behind the scenes, reports suggest the palace is already making legal and procedural moves to make it official. And according to insiders, Prince William is taking the lead. He's not just observing, he's actively strategizing. Some say he already has a plan in motion, and
growing calls to strip Harry and Meghan of their royal titles. Locals in the UK say enough is enough.
Behind the scenes, people are saying the royals have quietly sanctioned the title removal. The removal would require an act of parliament.
William is reportedly formulating a plan to finally strip Prince Harry and Meghan Markle of their HRH titles.
Won't hesitate to act once he becomes king. There's a growing sense that the institution is done playing nice. The removal of the HRH titles from the website is only the first domino to fall. Now it's about when, not if, the rest follows. Because this is more than a title dispute. It's about betrayal, duty, and public accountability. Let's talk public opinion. Nearly 2/3 of British citizens reportedly support the complete removal of Harry and Meghan's titles. That's not a small number, that's a national consensus. People are tired of what they see as hypocrisy, leaving royal life behind while still using royal status for influence, fame, and profit. Many believe Meghan's actions in particular, like using the HRH styling on a gift basket card, prove she's still leveraging the royal brand. It's subtle, but powerful, and it's raising eyebrows everywhere, from Buckingham Palace to ordinary households. The Queen's final wishes reportedly included strict boundaries. Harry, and especially Meghan, were not to use their HRH titles in any capacity. If that's true, then honoring her dying wish is more than symbolic.
Now, they are simply known as the Duke and she for Meghan, not his or her Royal Highnesses, which fills me full of joy.
It was agreed with Queen Elizabeth that they will not use the HRH title. That is a long-standing precedent.
She was on this podcast with her friend Jamie Kern-Lima, who showed a gift basket.
You kind of zoom in here and it says, with the compliments of Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of...
Staggering 2/3 of Brits are calling for Harry and Meghan to be stripped of their HRH title.
Since Prince Harry and Meghan have stepped down from their royal duties and moved to California, the family has been left feuding and filled with anger.
It's an obligation. Inside sources claim that even the late Queen took precautions when meeting Harry and Meghan, allegedly refusing to be alone with them for fear of being recorded or manipulated. That level of mistrust says everything. The family felt deeply betrayed, not just hurt emotionally, but publicly attacked. When Harry and Meghan moved to California, gave explosive interviews, and launched documentaries slamming the royal family, it wasn't just a family argument, it was war. Many in the royal circle believe they crossed a line that can never be uncrossed. And yet, Harry sometimes speaks in interviews as if he wants peace. He talks about missing his family, wanting reconciliation, and feeling sad about not being able to show his children his homeland. He even says King Charles refuses to speak to him due to security disagreements. But are these regrets real, or are they just timed responses to soften their image before another Netflix special or podcast drop? Critics argue that while Harry plays the sorrowful son, Meghan continues to burn every bridge. They say she isolates, attacks, then attempts reconciliation only when public support dips or a project needs saving. And unfortunately for her, polls show her popularity has plunged. Behind palace walls, things are moving. Quiet discussions, legal consultations, parliamentary pathways. Because stripping someone of a royal title isn't just a signature, it requires an act of parliament. But those wheels are already in motion. Secret meetings are being held. Legal frameworks are being explored. And one man's name keeps appearing in every strategic plan. Prince William, the future king. Many believe that once he takes the throne, he will move swiftly and decisively to erase the remaining royal privileges Harry and Meghan still cling to. Some even claim he's determined to rewrite the royal story completely, cutting out the California chapter as if it never existed. And perhaps the harshest part, many believe the world would cheer him on. For the palace, this is about more than appearances. It's about survival. The crown must protect itself, always. And what we're seeing now is the monarchy drawing a hard line. No more half-in, half-out royals. No more exploiting the system while mocking it. The era of cherry-picking royal perks without royal responsibilities is over. Harry and Meghan chase their version of freedom, but in doing so, they may have torched their legacy. If this ends with the official removal of their titles, it may also mark the end of their relevance on the world stage. The monarchy, meanwhile, survives. It always does, and it always wins. Now, what's your take? Is stripping Harry and Meghan of their titles the right move, or a step too far? Are they victims of a cruel institution, or architects of their own downfall? And when Prince William takes the crown, will he finally slam the door shut on the most controversial royal chapter of our time? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's get into it.